Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and we are back in our oil area. I have decided that we have a whole chest full of solar panels, so I thought I'd put down just very simple solar panel arrays for now. I wonder how that happened. Is there a biter here? Anyway, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Why did you do that thing? No, don't do that. I want to be very frugal about my power poles because they are fairly expensive. And we don't have accumulators yet, which is kind of fairly crucial for what we're doing here, for at least for nighttime powering via power poles. But that's going to have to be okay. Okay, let's just put these down here. But I figured since I have 500 and whatnot that I can have in my inventory, why not just place them down with nanobots and let the whole thing work well. At least have extra power during the day, because when we start up this whole oil process and get all of the circuits and things that we need going, it is going to be very, very power hungry. So I don't want to run out of power just yet. Okay, let's put down this here and just get these guys there. Probably would have been wiser to leave a gap of some kind, like a walking gap. You know, I will just leave a walking gap here. There we go. It's a lot easier. And then just let our bots build this. Now, normally I never build solar panels like this because I like to use the predetermined array, but right now we don't actually have any batteries. So we can't make the accumulators, which is okay too, because, you know, this is just a different variation of gameplay. Come on, let's go. Build it all down. Let's go, happy nanobots. It's all good. Life is now better. Oh no, you didn't get there? Oi, okay. Not enough range, apparently. Right. Do we have still a bunch more. Okay. I just kind of don't want to place too many of these things down. But it will help us in general. Okay, I think that's probably going to use up all the ones in our inventory, or ish amounts. Oh my god. No, trees, the greatest enemy of all. Don't do this, trees. Don't get in my way. And of course I have all the wood. Happy days are here again. Tons of wood. Alright, let's connect these guys. How did that happen? Oh my gosh, they're off by one? Oh, yeah, I lined them from the wrong side. Whoops. Alright, I'll do this for all the people who would complain. There we go. Hello. I don't particularly care myself, but I know there are people who do, so at least it'll sort of look functional. Please don't complain about the power poles. It's really not necessary. Right. And these guys can go here. And I think we may just have enough for one array of these, with the nanobots taking all the stuff from the inventory. How many are left? 36. Okay, so I don't have enough to do a full second array. I could do a partial one though, it's not a big deal. Alright. And we'll look at our power graph in just a second, because with this many solar panels, our steam is actually going to go down. Or our steam usage, I should say, goes down. So here we are. This has been our steam generation, and this is our solar generation, which is going pretty well. And you'll see it rise and fall as the day goes on, because obviously solar doesn't work at night. So anyway, right, so back to business here. I went and got a ton more pipe, and I hope this will be enough. Need hundreds and hundreds of pipe to get this going. Now I want to get radar here to cover this area. Oh, perfect. Look at that. I love using the mini-map for this. It's extremely useful. Alright, we need to get this connected. Oh, nice. This is perfect, because at some point I want all of these guys in range of a large pole, and I'll show you why in just a bit. But we need to get these guys also in range of a large pole. That'll be fine there. Okay, and our radar is now functional. I want to be able to look at this area in case the biters decide to take a stroll and walk in. Let's grab another one. We'll put this one, man, it's hard to see where I think this is the corner here. Yeah, that's perfect. Wait, let me zoom out a bit. I don't remember where I put my radar. There we go. Perfect. So now we have this entire area in view. Oh my gosh, there's a biter nest there as well. Ooh, and it's connected by a small land bridge, so we do have to worry about those guys. There are trees sort of blocking this direction of pollution, but there are no trees here. So we may have to be worried slightly. Just slightly. Do I have any? I have some turrets. I could put some down real quick with a little bit of ammo. There we go. And let's get these guys there. There we are. 25 each. Using control right click to remove them. Okay. To remove extra bits that I don't want in there. Alright. Now the next thing I want to make, we're going to make some petroleum products. And the thing about petroleum products is, oh, and you know what I forgot? I forgot an engine. Can I build any engines? That's the one thing I forgot. I can build, I need 4 iron and 1 steel. You know what? I'm just going to build a temporary assembler to make engines because I only need 2. Or I technically need 3, I guess. Engines, make, do. Gears craft. I'm going to handcraft gears and feed them to this engine maker. This is very silly. How many do they need? Oh, they don't even need that many. Alright, I'm going to cancel these. Can I cancel all, please? There we go. Thank you. Nice. Okay, we're going to need that for some pumps. Our next assembly is going to involve stuff that I forgot to get from the main bus. And that's going to be sulfuric acid. For sulfuric acid, we need iron plates. And those are kind of far away for the moment, but we shall get some. So the way I want to start this out is sulfuric acid needs, there are 2 parts. There's sulfur and there's sulfuric acid. Now the sulfur is like a crystal form. It is it's a solid. It can be belted. So that's important to note. We're going to need 2 inputs of liquids. So let's start out with that particular property. And let's do our 1, 2, 3 space for beacons. And then these guys can go there. And then we can place our machines. Now, the sneaky part about this is there's a nice there's a perfect ratio, and then there is a not so perfect but it works really well ratio, and we're going to use that one. Basically, if I remember correctly, you need 5. Is it 5 of these? 2. You need 5. Yeah, you need 5 sulfur machines per 2 sulfuric acid machines, right? And then the thing that these guys make sulfur so rapidly, it's really quite difficult to get them on a belt and shove them into the machine. So I like to do this, which I think it was it Mike that showed me this one? I really like it. It's a really good combo here. So this is what I generally use nowadays, and don't worry about the extra half a machine production per sulfuric acid plant. As you'll see, we really don't need it. It's not that important at all. Okay, we need 2 connections. I think we'll go with this one for these, and then do the sticky outy ones for petroleum. Just make sure these can be connected here. And basically make this a perfect blueprint, or perfect-ish. And I'm going to use these power poles to cover all sides in power, though I suppose the other ones are just fine as well. Okay, let's get these spread up here. Get power down to this area. Now, These are going to feed the solid material between with the stack inserter bonus, which is even better. We'll need to have an output here of sulfuric acid. So let's get this going. And then this also needs the iron plates. So we're going to have a belt here. And I'm taking red just for convenience, so I don't have to carry yellow, but probably you could use a yellow belt of iron here. It's not really that critical. So iron is going to go in here. So we're going to have another line of belt coming down, which I of course completely forgot about. You know what? I'm going to make a space. I'll do, you know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Let's go this way. And I like to have 2 of these arrays making sulfuric acid. So let's copy it and place it again. Okay. Now is that right? So the first port is going to be what is that called? Petroleum. So we want to make sure and leave a gap there. Very important, because otherwise it would connect to this water connection, which we do not want to do. But we do need to do this, connect the water that way. That one goes there. Okay, I think this is kind of happy dapper. I think we're good. Are we happy? Okay, that does connect there. Does this one connect out here though? No, not yet. Now, our water is going to be on the outside line. So let's see if this is going to be connecting properly. Yes, it is. Okay, good, good, good. I admit it would be helpful if I just went and connected this, so let's just do that. Let's take this down to the ocean water, purified blue stuff over there, because I'm sure it must be pure water. Why else would it be otherwise? This is Factorio land after all. Yes, I am going through the middle of the ore field, but that should not be a problem. Okay. Come on. Come on, nanobots, destroy things. Yes. Go forth, my pretties, and kill the trees. They are our enemy. Right. I made some offshore pumps before I left, just to make sure I wouldn't have to run back for copper. Okay, we now have water. Fantastic. Okay, get that one done. With these, I can put this on the power pole area of our miner thing, so it should be just fine. Okay, water is now connected. Water is now connected here. Now, what we need to do is get petroleum connected. And our first petroleum thingy will be here. But the key thing is that we don't want to have this too close, because we want to actually use a pump there, which I should check on my engine making machine. Hello. Aha, it made 10 engine units for me. Fantastic. I'm gonna need... Game so troll. Game so troll. I forgot that I needed extra steel for this. Alright, fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Ay, sigh. Alright, I can grab steel. This is not a problem. Alright, there we go. I need, what, 2 for now? 3. Well, I'll make the other one. You know what? I'll carry one, because I know I'm going to need it later for the heavy oil cracking. Ooh, I could put this other thing down here and just quick walk my way back. There we go. Nice. And that will go this way to get iron. Okay. We'll extend this one down there, so we start making sulfuric acid. All right. So what I want is we need to have a join there, and we need to have the pump here. Because as far as I understand it, it should be off of a pipeline that uses... that has the full throughput here, and I think this should work properly. I haven't delved much into the fluid mechanics. There hasn't been much info on the fluid mechanics as far as I've seen, but anyway, it should be okay. Let's get our, we need a power pole here. Well, ish. I want to also get the tank set up for this. This is going to be connected here. There we go. And I'm going to move this elsewhere. And here we're going to have our sulfuric acid being stored. That's right, sulfuric acid, perfect. Oh, this is so lovely. Isn't it nice? It is nice. I think it's nice. And we don't really need this going south, so that's just fine. Okay, this is going to go this way. Now, why did we put a pump here? Because we want to control the output of petroleum, because petroleum is quite a special thing, being that it is quite rare and precious, essentially, in the Factorio universe, and it is used for making the end product of stuff. All right, so we want to get this pump here connected. We want to connect it with a wire before it drains all of our petroleum. There we go. And connect it here. And we're going to connect all of the tanks up in just a second. But by making this simple connection, it will not function unless it has a valid condition, which this one is not valid. Next thing we want to do is set up plastic. Do we have any lamps? I guess I could make some lamps. Balloon lights. No, I don't want balloon lights. I want lamps. Hello. Just plain vanilla lamps. The balloon lights come with the Afraid of the Dark thing, I think. But I'm going to try to use as many just simple things as we can. The vanilla stuff. There we go. You can go there. This is very festive here. One thing in real life that is very cool is seeing a refinery at night. I know in Texas City there's a bunch of refineries, and I even have one in my little town where I live. And it looks like this very cool steampunk, futuristic, but yet grungy city. And I always like looking at them. Right, plastic. Now plastic has the requirement of needing coal as well. So we're going to put this down. Where do we need this? We need we wanted at least 3 away. 1, 2, 3 plus stuff, plus a pipe. Now, do we want to feed coal from the back side? I think we do. I think we really do. We want that there and then have this there. Right, they need petroleum and coal. So I like to do this kind of like this way and have coal coming in here. Oopsies. Forgot to leave room for our pipes. And then use, I guess we can use these guys here like that. And now these are going to need to output onto a line. And the tricky thing with this stuff is that it does make 2 plastic bars a second, but how far the petroleum travels along this pipeline is going to be questionable. So it's kind of hard to design an output line based on that thought. So we could do, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, essentially. We can always rebalance it at the end. I have calculated that these guys make X amount of plastic, and the way we're going to look at this is they make 2 plastic bars every 1 second cycle, okay? But the machine speed is 1.25. So we say 2 times 1.25 is 2.5 per second. Now the red belt can carry, as we see, 26.67 items a second. So we're going to say 26.67 divided by 2.5, which is how many the plastic makers make per second. That gives us 10.6 machines. So we should not put more than 10.5 machines for a single yellow belt. And I think that's quite wise. We should not do that. I don't know how much we'll have with capacity here. I haven't actually calculated that. But that will be the maximum of plastic for now. I think what we can do, probably the easiest way to do things, is just do things on, or we could put them like this and do the underground trick, like on the ends here, like that. That could be okay too. All right, so let's make 10 of these guys. This is 2. Though of course with the others we won't even need the undergrounds really. Oops, not that one. 2, 4, and we'll have 5. And then this one can go on the underneath side of this. That's why I placed them far apart. I did that on purpose. And we'll have this one kind of doing something similar by putting that there, using those there. And I need like that. It's okay. Right, we should have 10. That's what I was looking for. And we have 10. Fantastic. Nanobots, please proceed. Make stuff for us. Excellent. So what this is going to do is this should feed a fairly even belt of plastic here. It may be one-sided only because, like I said, petroleum is going to come down this pipe fairly irregularly. Okay, and we're going to need this. Now coal is going to come from the left-hand side because of the deposit that we have up here-ish. So let's get this connected with the petroleum. Well, we can even use the, let's get our poles connected. There we go. And, right. Petroleum is here. It is connected there. Let's make sure we can get this reached. This is going to be our area where we need another pump. So let's connect this here as well. And then this just has an extra space. Let's put that here. There we go. Aha. And it's not going to flow for long because we do need the coal. All right, let me connect this guy up to here. And we're pretty much done. Oh my god, this is great. Let's go get coal for this real quick. Ah, wow. It's far away, isn't it? All right, that's fine. I'm going to use nanobots to do a lot of this because we're going to go through trees, and I really don't want to decimate the whole forest. Not just yet. Maybe later. Oh, man. Alright, go, go, go. I do love that functionality, I have to admit. The not having to take down every single tree is quite useful. Did I run out of bots? Oh my god, I almost run. Oh, goodness me. Okay, I think I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put down miners. Do I have a mining? Let's go and steal a mining blueprint from somewhere. How about here? Oh, it's all backed up. How nice. Right, I think let's just grab a section of miners. Like that should be enough. I don't even know how many we need. That should be enough, I would think. No, maybe not. I don't know. We could grab the whole length of them. Yeah, that might be good. Okay, this is fine. I love that. That ability to collect stuff from elsewhere is so good. I'm just going to do one long belt line of this stuff. Trim it a bit where it's not needed. Oh my goodness. No bots. I really didn't want that there. I should have set the deconstruction planner for ghosts, because I think you can do that. Okay. Nice. Ooh, and I missed a belt here. There we are. Okay, looking good. Looking very good indeed. Let's take this belt along here. Oh, and we've run into trees. Oh dear, what shall we do? Rotate, that's what I wanted. Just a simple rotation. Right, we have coal. We're gonna have plastic soon. This is so exciting. Oh my god, we're getting plastic. Yay! Oh, I'm so thrilled. Plastic means we can have nice things. We can have robots with plastic. Can I actually build bots? I think I can. Well, maybe. We needed flying robot frames, which need lubricant, which we almost have. And, well, we do kind of have it. And, I forgot flying robot frames make other stuff. Look at this. Oh, look at all this happy plastic entering the line. Oh, it's so happy. Oh, I'm excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. I know, that's just silliness. KOS, you're being silly. It's okay, though, because I love Factorio. Factorio is love. Factorio is life. And that's it, because we have not set up the conditions here. Now, what I want to do is I also want to provide all the materials and show you how the conditions work. So we're going to go get some iron for the sulfuric acid. Now, in terms of the bus and what we talked about last time, in terms of building to the ratios and filling areas to that sort of standard, this is not going to be a major use of iron, so I'm not going to be really worried about it. So just don't concern yourself about this. If you really want to calculate the ratio, it's going to be very difficult because oh dear, train of thought just crashed. Dear God. The amount of sulfuric acid you need is going to be variable until very late game. You know, and then you can say, oh yeah, I'm doing this and this and that. So I wouldn't actually worry about it. That would be my advice on that for now. Go. So what I'm going to do is sneakily just pilfer it off the side of the bus. Sounds reasonable to me. Just get wood. Where did that wood go? Is it going in the train station? Is that where it's going? I think it is. Did I make a... Might have. Huh. Alright. Sorry. I'm talking to myself. I'm thinking to myself, where the heck did I put that wood? And there it is. Look at that. This is a train powered on wood. And I have plastic bars in my inventory. Oh my god. My assemblers are completely jealous. Alright. I need some bots. I like to have sufficient amounts. 3 stacks is good. 1 stack is over there, of course. And we'll just have a full stack of termites. And now, as we go down, back down there, we shall have everything organized for ourselves to make sure that we balance oil properly. And make sure that we can at least have some even distribution. What used to happen in Factorio, and probably still happens to a great degree, is that when you get any little tiny like shred of petroleum, it would go all to one assembly, i.e. Either plastic or sulfuric acid, and people got pretty frustrated about this because they wanted at least making some of both. So this is what the pumps are there to accomplish, and we'll set them all up. The first thing we need to do is connect all of our tanks together. Now the tanks are not for storing stuff. Not really. It's not a buffer. What it is a measuring device. We're using this to measure the quantity of stuff. So let's connect our power pole to this one, connect this one to sulfuric acid. I like to use the big power poles because they're easy to string together and just string together. Well, yeah, connect together. And you can see the wires very clearly if you use the red. I really like the red one. So if you click on this power pole, or just mouse over it, I should say, you can see all of the fluids that we have in storage, and we have zero of this heavy oil. What are we backed up on, folks? We are backed up on petroleum because we're not making stuff, which is unusual. We have a ton of light oil and a ton of petroleum right now, and a ton of lubricant, which is great. We're going to need that, and a little bit of sulfuric acid. That's whatever we, some petroleum went through the pipes and then it got the plates, and so it made a little bit. So what we're going to say is we want these pumps to work if we have enough in the storage tank to kind of supply both of them, I would say. So we're going to set a condition on this to say if petroleum gas equals greater than 1000. We'll set that, and we'll set them both to that. So they're only going to work if there's more than 1000 in here. And as you can see, it is draining very, very quickly because these are, it's a fairly efficient operation we've got going on here. And we're making stuff. We are getting to blue science. I'm so excited about that. You have no idea. Right. Let's get a couple more lamps going on. Hello, lamps. Where did you go? Oh, I haven't made any yet. There we go. Just want to put one there. Right. And I'm sure that power might be suffering. Is it? No, we're actually doing okay on power. Looks like our steam engines... Okay, so not the whole factory hasn't kicked into science mode yet. Not just yet. It will, though, soon. But yeah, our plastic line is looking, as we calculated, almost saturated. We just need half a machine to provide more, but I think that's enough for our purposes. For this is just our base factory. This is not going to be the sort of plastic only or sulfuric acid only factories that we're going to get later. Right. So this is how to split fluids fairly evenly. At least they will both draw from this line. And that's fairly important to kind of think about. Because eventually, and as you see, we're almost completely out of petroleum gas. There it goes. And now the pumps are shutting down because there's nothing left. Now, what is the problem here? Let's go check. We have, a simple mouse over will show us we're overstocked on light oil. We can look in here, too much light oil. Like I said in the other episode, if you cannot, completely empty the assembler, which is the refinery, it will not produce anymore. So we have a problem. We have too much light oil. What I'm going to do is a solution that involves storage. I've seen a lot of suggestions. Some people make fuel blocks out of all this light oil. I prefer to just store it because I know that advanced oil processing is going to come in very short order. We're going to have it really soon. So I'm going to basically store it, and I'm going to do so over here. Basically, a place where I can pump it back from. I do not want to put the tanks so close that I can't get a pump in there. So pump needs 2 spaces. And we're going to just make a couple of these tanks. Like 2. This space is going to be for pipes for now, but later we're going to make it for a pump. See, the pump will fit here. And at that point, we're going to just be pumping out of here and using this one. Like I said, I do not like buffers. They just delay the knowledge of a problem later. So I don't use buffers in any of my systems except for, tiny little buffers like the train stations holding X chests of copper ore and stuff like that. But what this is going to do is it's going to allow our refineries to keep processing and make plenty of plastic. And you know what? I'm going to fill the second belt with plastic because I don't want too much sulfuric acid. I'd rather it go to plastic than sulfuric acid. And hopefully we won't have to build any more of these tanks, but if we do, that's okay too. We may even have to build another tank for heavy oil or lubricant. Yeah, we might. Let's build a second tank for lubricant for now. Oh dear, look what I've done. I have built over this area where I need to have these fluid things going. This is sad. Oh my. KOS, you forgot. Oh, sadness, sadness, sadness. All right, well, hopefully the nanobots will forgive us. Can I? Oh, you can't? Oh, no. Apparently you cannot, if you have a blueprint in your hand, you can't simply deconstruct them. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to move those. It's better. Boy, this is painful. Oh my god. Oh, no, the sadness is real. Yeah, well, these solar panels are only temporary. They really are not meant to provide long-term entertainment for us. Why am I picking up the deconstruction planner? Oh, not thinking. This is actually quite annoying that you can't delete things underneath holding this blueprint. Okay, there's this one. Okay, and as you see, now we're having the issues getting lower on processing of stuff. So they are still working like crazy. But the funny thing is if you look at the field, like very few of them are actually working because we just have so much oil in this world here. All right, let's move along. All right, we want to get this back up to our world here. We're going to have to turn this. It goes like this way, I think. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys something as well. Let's get this one going that way. And make our turn here. Good. I think we can put this here. That should be okay. There we are. Nice. And we're getting there. We're almost there. Hooray! Okay, there we are. Now the bus lines are fairly pesky because sometimes you actually can't reach across 4 lanes. So I may have to, yeah, we should probably remove these and just put them down. Now every time I'm deleting these guys, I am actually losing the oh wow, that was not what I wanted. I am losing the product. So take care not to delete your pipes. I mean, I don't worry about it because I'm good with it. It's okay. It's not like a big deal to me at all. But other people might care. So just letting you know this happens. Okay, so let's get these guys connected up properly here. And fantastic. We now have all the oil products on the bus. Life is better. Yay! Oh, and one thing that I wanted to talk about is, now somebody mentioned this to me, and I thought, no, this doesn't work. And it happened when I was doing the train station. I was, you know, connecting a bunch of chests with wire, and then I deconstructed them because in versions of the game like I think it was 0.14 and below, I may be mistaken with that, but you couldn't just do this and then do that. It wouldn't work, but now it does work. So I apologize for being wrong on that, and I know someone mentioned it in Discord, and I was like, no, this doesn't work. But it does work in 0.15, so I'm sorry for that. And it's a cool thing. I'm glad this actually works now because it, you know, you don't have to actually deconstruct all the things that you want to connect. So anyway, I think I will leave this here. I'm going to take the fluids down the bus, just blueprint them in, and just like we've been bringing them up this way, so that we have all the fluids here and everything is ready for the next process, which is going to be making blue science. So that awaits us in the next episode. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.